all the narcissist lies, but you didn't need me to tell you that because you already knew that. But there's these 5 lies that the narcissist always says, and I'm gonna reveal all of them. Look out for these types of lies when going forward in a new relationship. I'm gonna reveal these 5 lies in the video. Hello and welcome back. I hope that you're all doing really well. So in today's video, I'm talking about the 5 lies that the narcissist always tells. They say so many lies, like their whole life is a lie, but these 5 lies are the ones that really, do you know what? We need to look out for them. We need to look out for them going forward, because these are telltale signs. These lies that they tell, they are projecting, so it's the reverse of actually what they are saying. And they make us believe that actually they are telling us something that will comfort us, that will make us want to believe them. Okay, so number 1, do you know what? At number 1, I probably could have put all 5 of them, but I think the best one that tops all of them, what they say to you is, I will never hurt you. Oh my God, I will never hurt you one. I think that's the most comical one. I'm never gonna hurt you. They do, don't they? They do. And they know they are going to hurt you. They know that their behavior is going to affect you negatively. But oh, they don't care. They don't care about things like that. What they care about is getting their needs met. So if it means that it's hurting you, well, do you know what? There's got to be casualties in this, right? And it's going to be you. So what they are saying is that I'm going to hurt you, and I'm telling you that I'm gonna hurt you because I have hurt everybody else in my past, but also I have been hurt. So I'm just going to repeat the same patterns, things that I have done before, because it's got me the results. Yes, it's got me the results. So I'm going to do the same thing, and I know it's going to hurt you. And you know what? I'm going to leave you. I'm going to leave this relationship, and I'm going to leave you scarred. That's what they are saying to you ultimately. And the thing is, that is one of the biggest lies, because they always hurt. It always hurts because they just don't care about you. They don't care about your emotions, about your feelings. To be honest, they don't really even care about themselves. It's more about that they've got to get their needs met. And quickly followed in 2nd place, which actually I think this also should be joint 1st place, is the I love you. Yeah, right, okay, yes. Do you even know what love is? The I love you lie is used in so many contexts. I think a lot of that is about telling you what you want to hear. I think that is what the biggest lie is because they don't actually know how to love. They have their version of love, and that means transaction. It means, what can you do for me? And it's, how can you serve me? So I think that's their idea of what love should look like in a relationship. But ultimately, you know, this is so skewed and so weird, and that they say this word, they say these 3 little words that just you know, fly around, push them around like nothing. So you could have an argument and they're like, well, you know, but I love you. At the end of the day, I love you. Well, what does that mean? What does that actually mean? How is that going to help? You know, I think also the fact that they use it to try and get you on side, they try and manipulate you, they try and control you, because our understanding of what love is and what it is in a relationship is completely different to the narcissist, which makes it a little bit worse for us, because we genuinely, when you say that word, when you say I love you, you mean it. And, you know, there is a lot of intention and meaning behind, you know, saying I love you. But when someone uses it kind of to try and pacify a situation, it really is so damaging, because number one, you don't know where you stand. Number two, it means something completely different to the other person. So two people are on like two different stages of this kind of understanding of this situation, and it's used to control and to manipulate, and that really takes the kind of the context of what love actually is. So yeah, the I love you one is again, it's projection, it's the reverse. The third one, you can be vulnerable with me. Another one. Wow. Okay. Yeah, you can be vulnerable with me. You can tell me all your secrets and everything. So I work out how you work, how you tick. So I can use all this information against you. And that's ultimately what is going on here. You can be vulnerable with me so that I can really work you out. The narcissist, well, the narcissist is not going to do that for you. They are going to hide their vulnerability at all costs. They think that showing emotion and being vulnerable is a red flag for them. So the narcissist is never going to be vulnerable. They are never going to show their emotions. They're never going to expose themselves like that, because ultimately, if you think about it, they don't know how to interpret emotions. So they're already on a back foot here. They think that by controlling somebody else's emotions, this makes them feel so much more powerful and more in control, which is why they don't reveal a lot about themselves, which is why they lie all the time. Being vulnerable with someone means that you open up to them, you trust them with your emotions, with your information, with your secrets. And that's how relationships should be. You should be able to be vulnerable and feel safe in being vulnerable. But no, the narcissist completely skews that for you and really makes you believe that you are safe all along, whilst they are using this, extracting this information, using this information to get back at you or to turn it around and use it against you. They then have the power because they have this information over you. And this is a trick. This is a real trick. Number 4, you can count on me. Okay, so actually you cannot count on the narcissist to be there for you, to help you, to validate you. No, they don't do any of those things because that's your job. Your job is for them to count on you, for you to supply them with attention and emotional validation. They have this bottomless pit of validation that they need of others. And your job is to supply all of that so that the narcissist can feel safe. They need this because, and they need this from a lot of people, not just you, they're getting it from a lot of people, simply because this is their kind of inborn need to have attention, to have this validation. Again, didn't receive this as children, so going into adulthood, they're going to need more and more of this. So they need it a lot because one person won't do. It also means sometimes if perhaps maybe that person may have lied to them, so they don't believe it. It could also be that they need this because the more people that they have, the more important or more superior they feel. So there's a whole psychology to why the narcissist needs supply, why the narcissist needs quite a lot of people to supply them with attention and emotional validation. It's about making them feel good. So when they're saying you can count on me, I think what they're saying is you can count on me to hurt you, not to validate you and make you feel safe. That's your job. Number 5, this should have been number 1. It's not my fault. Well, whose fault is it then? Okay, it's not your fault. Well, what's not your fault? The fact that you hurt people, or the fact that maybe you grew up in a traumatic setting which has made you a narcissist? I think what they're trying to say here is they're trying to get out of lies. I don't think it is the second one. I don't think they even think that deeply, and I don't think that they understand their childhood to be traumatic. They see it as something that's normal that everybody else has gone through. They don't have that understanding. So it's not my fault is used in the fact that it's used in the fact that when they are telling you lies and you have caught them out, or they're telling you something that isn't true, they kind of say, it's not my fault, like I didn't do this. Or for example, it's not my fault, you made me do this. So you made me react in a certain way, so it's your fault. So you take responsibility. And that's ultimately what it is. It's about not taking responsibility for their actions or their behavior, simply because they then need to explain themselves, and they are not going to do that because their intention isn't about explaining themselves, to understand, to know what is happening. They don't care. They need, all they need to know is that you buy the lie and that you take responsibility for their behavior. So can you see how emotionally immature this is? This is about not taking responsibility for something that they have done. I mean, like, whatever goes wrong simply can't be their fault. And the narcissist feels completely justified by their actions and what they say. They don't have that kind of conscience or that inner compass, that inner emotional compass to explain, to say, to try and navigate this situation, and perhaps maybe even take responsibility and explain, like, okay, you know, maybe I should have done that. Narcissists won't do that because, again, they don't want to be vulnerable, because they don't want to show their emotions, they don't want to show their real selves, because they're not connected to their real selves. They don't really know what their real selves are. So whoever they are in that moment, they're always going to lie. They're never going to take responsibility. That's just not what they do. And it's not part of the way that they think and the way that they behave. So guys, these are the 5 lies that narcissists always say. Look, I know that people say these kind of things, like it's not my fault or I love you, whatever, but I'm not saying that everyone that says those words is a narcissist. It's just that the narcissist will use these terms, will use these words to try and manipulate a situation and make you believe that they are not at fault. So you've got to use your discernment. You've got to look at this and think, do you know what? Is what they're saying actually matching their actions? Because that's what it is. People can say whatever it is that they want to, but does that actually match their actions, their behavior, their intentions? You will be able to see it. You'll be able to feel it. So you have to look past this and see it for what it is. So guys, I really hope that this video helps you to understand and see past these things that a narcissist or a toxic person would say to you to basically make them look better and lie. This is what they say. So if you are someone that is going through something like this, please know that I do offer one-to-one consultations. Please see the description box below. I've also got a mentorship that is coming up actually in the next few weeks. So if you would like to join that, please do see the description box for more details. And I also do have a journal club. Yes, I post every Monday journal prompts to help keep you on your healing journey. This is great because it can be used alongside any other alternative therapies or counseling that you might be receiving. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.